Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast. This is Camp Slash Horrorcast, Season 4, Episode 8, Dr. Sleep. If this is your first time checking out the podcast network, we appreciate it. Please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just a reminder, Camp Slash Horrorcast is a weekly live videocast available on Twitch and YouTube. We go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/WeArePodcastNetwork and youtube.com/WeArePodcastNetwork. As the Camp Slash Horrorcast is live, I will not be editing the audio for this podcast. So what you saw live is what you get here. Please come watch the stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And if you want to see the previous streams, go check out our Twitch or YouTube channel. And for a full list of future films we'll be watching, please head over to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. All links can be found in the description. And with that, on to the Horrorcast.
Horrorcast.
Dancy's saying he's sick, but he's gonna go live on Twitch as soon as we go live.
Is he?
He's already live.
Oh, was he? I got a notification. I didn't know.
Yeah, he's already live.
Then he lied.
Of course.
You hacker.
Let's all go raid his fucking shit.
Or not. Fuck his Twitch.
Yeah, fuck that.
Is Danzy Twitch streaming?
Yeah, he told me he was too sick. He was laid up on the couch. He couldn't do it.
Oh, that's fucked up, dude.
Hilarious.
What game? Wait.
But now
What
he's
game is
jerking
he
off on
playing?
Red Nebula pictures. Fuck out of here.
All right, let's just rip on him this entire cast.
What game is he streaming?
Well, you know, it's easy to do that because they say Dan throughout like half the week. So we
Dan.
could just, who knows if we're talking about Danny Torrance or Danny Danzy.
This is true. Let's do it. All right, I'm going live. We're live. We're live. I don't remember the opening. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. Central. I'm your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We have Raph. Our beliefs don't make us better. Our actions make us better people. Ramirez. Raph, I figured you'd like that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great one. Fantastic.
Yes, very much so. Next, we've got Miles. You're magic, like me. Francis. Miles, how are you?
I think you've got to believe in magic if you think that this show starts every Monday at 8 p.m. at this
No
point.
doubt. No doubt. You were so right. Next, we got Jacob. Man takes a drink takes the drink, and then the drink takes the man.
Hey, I resent piece of shit.
I thought you would like that one, though.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Pinkston. Yes, very much so. Sorry.
Look at the name. It's Mr.
Mr.
Rose,
Rose
the
the
Hat.
Hat. I'm
You're
sorry.
saying it wrong.
Mr. Rose the Hat. Next, we got David. They eat, screams, and drink pain. Jessup. David, how are you, sir?
I'm pretty good.
Very nice. Very nice. And finally, we have Javi. It's dangerous for people who shine. Bye, Rez. Javi, how are you, sir?
It's good to be back on the Camp Slash Horrorcast, Dave. It's really good. We're going to have a good cast tonight, folks.
All right. Back to me. Guys, we watched Dr. Sleep. Some information on this release date, November 8th, 2019, with a running time of 152 minutes, budget 45 to 55 million. Don't know where that extra 10 million went. Box office 72.3 million. So it made some money right before the pandemic hit, nonetheless. Synopsis: years following the events of The Shining, a now adult Dan Torrance must protect a young girl with similar powers from a cult known as the True Knot, who prey on children with powers to remain immortal. Guys, let's watch a trailer, or a trailer, as you might call it, of this movie. If I can remember how to share the screen.
So he knew he had the force in this one, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's one of my main notes right there. That's why he signed up for this fucking shit. It's like the Force. I get that.
Because
You
he's
do that.
Obi-Wan. He knows.
He was
Yeah.
rocking the Obi-Wan beard.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah.
Was this a trailer?
Oh man, this trailer is gonna
What is
You were the
suck.
chosen one.
That's
That's
we were
why they
watching.
don't show him with the beard in the trailer at all. Like they're like, holy, we don't want Obi-Wan being tied to this fucking shit.
If you guys could hear it, I imagine.
What kind
Uh-huh.
of?
Oh,
Yeah, we can hear it.
yeah, I can hear it.
it.
But
Is it pretty loud now?
it was.
It was.
Yeah.
Red rap.
Red Ram, Red Ram.
Fucking alcoholic.
Hey, I resent that.
Bro, have you guys seen what she looks like now?
Who?
Rose the
That
Hat.
little
Hat?
girl. No.
Bro, you better.
Dude.
This movie came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah, dude.
2019, motherfucker. 3 years. 3 years.
She's 11 now?
Yeah.
He is 12.
Oh my god. Oh my god. David just got kicked from the cast. Bye, David.
She looks very mature.
Yeah.
Now her picture pops up when you pause it on Amazon.
Oh yeah. I hope
Yeah,
she's
let's not
18.
do that.
I saw one
I
with
just
her
said she
and
looks.
her
Ducky,
and
I-
Ewan McGregor on the red carpet. I saw one of her and him, and she looked like, I was like, how the fuck is she that old now? So
Yeah.
I think they filmed this a couple
Yeah.
years before they released it.
Yeah, she's like 6 foot tall now.
That still doesn't make her
It still doesn't change.
6 foot tall and 17. Let's curb it.
It's not a height
Let's curb
requirement to ride.
Hey, listen, y'all. We're in Texas. It's all good.
No, no.
And the shit's getting.
Nah.
Wait, don't worry. The Supreme Court will make it legal.
Duck, you don't have to worry about kicking David off the cast, dude. In a few years, he won't be interested in this one anymore.
Hey, Miles, you win. That was good.
I don't even know what to say. All right, guys, what's our histories with this movie? Who has seen this bad boy before? Javi, you saw it before, right?
I have.
And what was the story behind that? You saw it, nerd.
It was
saw
during the
it?
pandemic.
Okay.
I actually saw this the same day I saw. There was the same day I saw fucking Midsummer, and that was just a bad day all around. And I shouldn't have finished off the day
Hell of a doubleheader.
with fucking Doctor Sleep.
No, this is a good movie to finish off with.
Yeah, and then it was
It's not.
Dr.
It just
Phil.
made it worse because like bad enough. Midsummer's like a 3-day ruiner for you.
Yeah.
I finished off that day because I had a triple feature. I had Midsummer, Hereditary, and Doctor Sleep.
Ooh,
Jesus Christ, dude.
I was mentally just fucked
yeah.
like that week. I was like, I can't do no more. I
How
can't. Do
stoned were you by the time you got the doctor's sleep? Because I just imagine.
I was stoned halfway through Midsummer, and I was like, I'm not touching this weed for the rest of the day. Because watching Midsummer High is the most fucked up thing. I thought I had a bad time watching Doctor Strange High. Nothing was worse than Midsummer High.
Yeah. About when they have that dinner scene where everyone starts tripping, you're like, oh, no,
Yeah. I was like, oh, I was getting super fish. Oh God, what's happening to me?
Jake, you said you saw it before. You got history with it?
Yeah, I went and saw it in movie theaters whenever it came out. And I mean, I'm a huge Shining fan as it was anyways. I think it's one of the more tasteful sequels that has come out recently, much like Top Gun Maverick. But it just pays. The guy was bent over a barrel. He had to pay respect to Kubrick's version and Stephen King's version at the same time. So I mean, I think he did a really good job in this movie.
And the
I don't know. I
1997.
don't even remember his fucking name. I didn't take a note of that.
Oh,
But
it's
either
the
way,
same
he
guy
did
who
great.
directed Ouija Origin.
Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan.
Oh yeah,
Flanagan.
Mike Flanagan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, and pays homage to the 1997 Steven Weber Wings version of it. I don't think it does. But
I think the recasting in it of the characters that we all know, they were inspired and great choices.
Yeah.
And I will say that they favored on Shelley Duvall very much in this movie. The glow up is real. Like they're just like, I mean, we're not going to put an ugly lady in this role.
You don't think Shelley Duvall's hot, dude?
No,
This
she's
is.
great as Wendy. I love Shelley Duvall. Would I bang her? No.
Oh man, I know.
Shelley Duvall was actually super fucking pretty.
Yeah, I think so too. This has been the debate for a while now. Every time we bring up Shelley Duvall, me and Javi are like, "Oh yeah," and Jake's always like, "What is wrong with you, fucking mother?"
Have you ever seen Shelley
Dude,
Duvall outside of The Shining?
Yeah.
Yes.
Popeye.
No. I'm sorry. I meant Jake specifically.
Yeah. Are you saying she's not hot outside The Shining? You need a
I'm
Shelley Duvall.
sorry, my
screaming
bad.
crop-
That's so. Oh, yeah.
No, it's good. No, I was asking Miles. He was saying, "Have you ever seen Shelley Duvall?"
Oh yeah,
outside
no,
the
I
door?
have. I was curious if Jacob had, because like, yeah, I also think she's pretty hot. Like,
Yeah.
and I think The Shining is a role that like purposely like makes her look like stressed and like,
Her interviews,
her
everything
energy
else.
and,
What
like-
monster was the Charlize Theron? This Shining was the
Shining
Shelley
is the
Duvall.
one.
Do you
I
not
like-
remember
yeah.
Suburban
I'm
Commando?
not gonna lie. This is a joke that's gone horribly wrong. If we could just move on from Shelley Duvall's appearance.
No. I refuse because in
just take it
Suburban
back.
Commando, she tries to seduce Christopher Lloyd, and that
And
was
he
my
wasn't even
sexual awakening. All I'm saying is, all right, David, Miles, Raph, do you have history with the movie?
I saw
But
it when it dropped in like streaming services. I don't really remember which one, to be honest, but like I did not catch it in theaters, but I saw it early on when it was available. Otherwise, I remember really liking it, but feeling it was too long. And then this is my first time rewatching it. And the length didn't bother me as much this time. I mean, I think it's because I had just read there was like an even longer director's cut. And I'm like, oh no, 2.5 is fine. That's good.
Bullet dodged.
No, the director's cut is what I watched, and I thought it was excellent. Jessup, you watched that too, right?
Yeah, I did. When this came out, I saw it in the theater because I'd never read The Shining and I never read Doctor Sleep, but I loved The Shining, and so when I saw this trailer, I was like, oh yeah. Then I saw who directed it because I believe he also did A House on Haunted Hill or whatever it was, those series on Netflix. He also did those. So I absolutely love the director, and yeah, man, I really, really enjoyed it. I'm a little confused by. I know it's called Doctor Sleep, but man, did you guys feel like that whole storyline of him being an orderly was kind of a waste?
It's a Stephen King thing, dude. That's what happened.
Should have been called Dr. Kevorkian. Putting those old people to sleep.
He would just make them better, like with dying and shit. Because like,
but with the main story, which the main story is Rose the Hat, the True Knot going after the little girl, it felt like just unnecessary. And maybe
I think it really showed the fact that he still was able to like. It showed like how fucking strong he was when it came to like being able to control his powers, and now he's going to be a good teacher and shit.
He's like, yeah, I'll kill this old people. That's how strong I am.
He didn't kill him. He just like made them less scared for fucking dying.
And he knew that there was something after death because he was getting visited by Scatman's Carruthers. So, you know, he knew it. So,
well,
real quick, Raph, do you have history?
No, I do not recommend. I mean, no, I do not.
Okay. Moving on. All right, go ahead, Jake. Sorry. Go ahead, Jake.
No, it's fine.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say there's 8 years that takes place from whenever he's just the orderly sitting at the bedside of the first guy, right? Like, and he's got the beard still. And then it cuts away to 8 years later, and he's sitting at the bedside again. I mean, who's to say that he didn't get his PhD or his MD whenever in those 8 years while he was recovering? They don't talk about that. The guy's calling him Doc. I guess it might be a loving nickname.
Right.
But I mean,
isn't it from the first movie?
They don't say otherwise.
And by the way, they could have done some aging CGI on that cat. Because that cat was way older than 8 years. That's when I fucking that's when I was like, this movie's bullshit.
Hollywood cat, dude. Hollywood cat. That cat had some work done, nonetheless.
Enjoying this episode? Go check out Geekster, a dating and friends app for geeks that focuses on common interests as a way to make meaningful connections. Download today on the App Store or click the link in the description to find out more. Geekster, this is what happens when nerds collide. Geekster, available on iOS and Android.
Javi, you said that Doc is from the first movie, or
Scatman Carruthers called him Doc
because of the Bugs Bunny T-shirt or something like that.
I think it was a Bugs Bunny T-shirt, but I know that Scatman Carruthers was like, "Hey, what's up, Doc?" And he like did like a really half-assed Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, because I didn't remember being called Doc. Buck Phillip is killing it, by the way. He is. But yeah, no, it was. I was like, why is he calling him Doc over and over again?
Wendy said that they called him Doc in the first one.
I forgot.
They watch a lot of Bugs Bunny, but I mean,
yeah, I totally forgot about that. I haven't seen The Shining in years, so. Somebody said, should we watch The Shining first? And I was like,
yes, I think you should.
Even if there wasn't a sequel, watch The Shining. It is a great fucking movie.
And this movie is so much better knowing The Shining. It's kind of like what did I? Oh, so someone said, do I need to watch what do you call it, WandaVision before watching the new Doctor Strange? I'm like, Yes, definitely watch WandaVision.
It helps. I think that this movie could stand apart on its own.
It could, definitely.
Yeah.
It also
but then the whole Ralph, the whole effect of the reveal of the Overlook is lost if you've never seen The Shining.
That last scene has so much less impact if you're not familiar with The Shining. I wish I had time to rewatch The Shining again like this week. I didn't. I just watched Doctor Sleep, but I was very well, familiar with The Shining. But yeah, I would say if you haven't seen The Shining, you should absolutely start there. I mean,
I also think if it didn't have to do anything with The Shining, like if they edited those parts out, it would have been a great movie. Like I felt it was a little bit too long, but without that Shining part at the end, it did come around, and I did enjoy that. But you could watch it without The Shining, and it'll still hit.
Well, Rose the Hat is definitely the most interesting character in this movie.
That little girl was dope. She was gangster. She was a great actress too. The little black girl.
Have you seen her recently? By the way, I'm just
she's
no.
16.
Terrible.
Do
Just
not
so you
send
guys
us
know,
that picture.
6 foot tall, also.
David,
though.
why do you have an alarm set for 2 years from now on your phone?
I listen. I got so much shit for starting that with Natalie Portman. I'll never do that again.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyhow, but yeah, no, I think this is it could work on its own, but as a sequel, this is so good. Like it takes the original, it expands on it, it goes back to the original, and like this concept of like it expands what The Shining is exactly and how it is like superpowers and how he suppressed those powers. And like some of the stuff is very on the head, like at the end, whenever he's got the axe, she's like, I know you're just the overlook within him. And I was like, okay, that was a little on the head. You didn't have to say the entirety of what the first movie was right now.
We get it.
Yeah, we get it. We get it. But that was like, they would do little things like that. But I guess if you don't say what it is for the audience won't get it. So.
It also kind of seems like they could be held in the same universe as Dreamcatchers. Because there was a striking amount of similarities between Dreamcatcher and
why would you bring
Dr.
up that
Sleep.
piece of shit?
I'm just saying, I
Dude,
couldn't help but notice.
It could also be in a galaxy far, far away. Like I'm like 100%. They're Jedi mind tricking motherfuckers left and right in this shit. They're using the Force. Like it's crazy. Yeah, dude. Like Ewan McGregor read the script and he's like, "Oh, I can do this. Easy."
I've been training for this for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know, man. If this one came out after the third one, he might have been like, this didn't go so hot the last time I tried it.
Look, but I mean, like, what a weird power that whenever you die, Dick O'Halloran, the Carl Lumbly, whoever played fucking Scatman Crothers in it,
He's just chilling.
He comes back. He's a Force ghost. He's just like, oh yeah, don't do that. And then
100%.
Yeah,
he's done it before.
I digress.
The thing that was fascinating about this is that how Stephen King absolutely loved it, and how he hated The Shining, the original Shining, but this movie made him come around, and he was like, I like what he did, how he was able to blend both his vision and Kubrick's vision, and he got to put in, and he was so happy that he got the original ending in the book, which is the boiler room scene blowing up The Shining, added at the end. So Stephen King loved it.
Yeah, and the other thing was the scene where they're at the bar, which is wonderful, and the Jack Nicholson lookalike who does a very good job of recreating.
That's Elliot from E.T.
Is it really?
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't
Henry Thomas,
and he's in all of his projects. That makes total sense. Yeah.
Yeah, they had to use a real alcoholic for that. So it was spot on.
After E.T. went home, it was all downhill. I didn't realize that was Henry Thomas. That's fucking awesome. But he does a really good version of Jack Nicholson and that character. And when he says you need to take your medicine, that's from the book. That's directly from the book. Because before he spanks him, he tells him to take his medicine. So the fact that they got that snuck in there, Stephen King was very happy about.
Dude, just thinking from the actor's perspective, that has to be such a stressful role to be trying to portray such an iconic, just legacy character like that. I mean, like, man, that seems like a lot to take on. Even more so than doing like an impression or, acting, portraying a real life person. You're portraying a character that's already been portrayed so belovedly by another actor. That's a lot to take on.
Yeah, you just watched the trailer for The Shining, and Jack Nicholson is just charismatic. Charismatic is all get up. Thank you. I couldn't find my word. I was like coughing on it. Charismatic is all get up in that trailer, but like he really held his own in this movie, and that scene alone was really cool. And they recreated the entirety of the Overlook Hotel and the sets and stuff like that. Actually, they went into Kubrick's blueprints and took. I know it was a real location, but like where he filmed and stuff like that. And so they recreated that. The only scene that stuck out to me in this movie, and I really, really dug this movie, like the whole thing, was the blood in the elevator scene, because she walks down the hallway, she sees the blood in the elevator, Rose the Hat, and then she's like, that's interesting, and walks past it. I don't know if that was in the theatrical version or not. It was in the director's cut though, and it was very unneeded. I didn't.
I felt what I got from it, Duck. I see your point. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if you guys watched the video I posted. It is smaller in Dr. Sleep. The halls and the ceilings, the halls are thinner and the ceilings are lower, which is very strange. But I think what that was, Duck, was the hotel trying to scare her. And I think that's something that shows everybody that comes in. And she was like, "Oh, nice try."
Yeah. Blood hallway goes off every 30 minutes. Like that's what I took away from it. I was like,
right on time.
Yeah, blood hallways here. All right.
It's basically like the wave pool for her. It's like, oh, cool. They're starting again.
Maybe that's what she gives us. She's like, I'll be back, wave pool. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll get.
I gotta go get a floaty. I'll be right back.
I'm bummed out. I am bummed out they didn't recreate the scene of the guy in the bear suit giving the other dude a blowjob.
Yeah. What was the bear suit guy when they attacked Rose at the end?
Exactly.
We got leprosy old lady at the beginning, though.
We got a lot of leprosy old lady.
Yeah, she was all over the place.
Yeah, I clipped her quite a bit because
she was naked, bro. You didn't have to.
Because Ducky likes him as old as David likes him young.
She was already in the grave, so that is old.
We are on opposite ends of the spectrum when it comes to
Miles. You're killing me tonight, but it's funny as shit.
Speaking of dying, Dan Danzy was supposed to be here, but evidently
Red Nebula
caught up on his couch or streaming separately from us.
The only way I'm going to come back to theater.
He really sold me too. Like
he said, he had monkeypox. Damn,
you guys do Dr. Sleep. You guys do Dr. Sleep.
I got monkeypox.
Even though he picked this movie and said he loved it, he was just going to come on here and shit on it anyway. So we can
contrarian.
His exact words: "Hey, dude, I got a pinched nerve or some shit in my rib. I'm on the couch laying up on ice packs." Bullshit.
A pinched nerve in his asshole.
Maybe in his back. That's what I said.
Anyhow. Oh well, it's all good. All right, we got to get to the best part of the movie. Rose the Hat. Not only is she gorgeous, not only is she smoking hot, not only do those watermelons hang out. Raph said, and the one scene.
Wait, I haven't said that.
I didn't say that. I said that.
Yeah, no. Jake definitely pointed
pendants.
out too. Yeah, the giant pendants that she has.
Giant pendants.
But like, I didn't clip the scene evidently where you can see the tatas. But God, she's gorgeous and she's dangerous and she's evil. And when she gets her comeuppance, you're just so fucking happy. And every time one of her people get fucking dusted away like it's Blade in 1999, I was so fucking happy.
So that's my favorite scene is when she loses her hand or when she gets the hand caught. It's just I was cheering for her to lose those fucking fingers.
Yeah,
but that was really my.
I don't know. My favorite scene. Oh, sorry,
go on.
My bad.
No, go on.
I was gonna say my favorite scene is when she gets kidnapped and she's with the long-haired dude and they're driving back and all of a sudden Danny takes control and he's just like, fuck that shit. He like makes the car go off the road and like flips and fucking dies. I was just like, oh my God, that's such a badass scene. I'm pretty sure I stammered and stumbled my way through that. But anyway, that's my favorite scene in the movie.
I think what Javi was trying to say was when Danny Torrance took over the little girl's body and started talking as an adult.
Yes.
And you see the guy driving it, which is the Crow. He looks in the rearview mirror and he notices something's off. And he's like, oh, who do we have here?
Yes, that's what it was.
Great
and
scene.
then he says that great line where he goes, oh, something along the lines of arrogance. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, when you think you're living forever, it would it makes sense why you would never wear a seatbelt.
Yeah.
And then just boom. It was so good, dude.
Yeah, that was bomb. And I definitely.
Oh, and what about the rattlesnake girl? Rattlesnake girl was awesome too.
Oh yeah, snake bite.
Snake bite. That whole scene of her with the creepy dude, and which was weird because the character's name is Dave.
You know, yeah. Notice I was about to say. Notice only 15 running.
Yeah.
No, she was really cool.
That was great.
An added addition to the family, and it had like that kind of Manson family kind of
Yeah.
feeling to it, where there was this group of vagabonds, travelers across,
Been living forever.
I like the
doing it
first
for
scene.
generations.
I like that first scene where you meet, where the snakebite girl meets Rose, because there's that moment where she is like trying to use her power.
Yeah.
And once again, Rose is just like,
Aw.
sorry, honey, I really do.
I'm
good.
Yeah.
I like the transformation scene, because when she comes back to life, she goes, "Am I dead?" She goes, "Does it matter? Do you care?" And she was just kind of like, "No, you're right. I'm a vampire now. Whatever. I'll dig it."
I didn't notice this in the first time. Maybe it was cut out, but did you notice the scene where they're trying to find Abra, which I hate that fucking name. But they're trying to find her, and he goes, "I have one of our contacts in the NSA is helping us out." And it kind of gives you the scope of how many people there are out there like them.
Ooh, I didn't hear him say that.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he said that. Holy shit!
Because they've been around forever, and even I think Danny Torrance even says how they're rich, they're well connected, and so I thought that was really cool. And at the end, they talk about how there's lots of them out there still.
What I want to know also is, like, what was the implication of him going to the Impossible office with Dr. Dalton after he tells him about his watch and he meets him at his place? It's the same office from the Overlook Hotel, the Impossible office.
Yep.
Like, I don't know if you've seen Tip 37, I'm sure. Yeah, they talk about that, how there's no courtyard or anything.
Yeah, it can't be made.
So, like, is this? I don't know if that has something to do with everything that's going on with him using the Force or the Shine or whatever it is. He's sitting in the office with him, and this guy is he's trying to help him through his life right now at this point. So I don't know. There's some sort of deeper implication going on there with that scenery. Like, he's fighting both good and evil at the same time.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a
I don't know. They got
could have done without that scene, because it had no point. He was talking to the therapist, and then he wasn't. The therapist didn't do anything for him.
He gave him the job.
He gave him the job as the orderly.
Yeah,
which again, I would have cut out. I would have cut out that scene. I would have cut out this orderly.
No,
scene.
but it's important to show that he's hit rock bottom, that he came to this place with all these new small town people who were willing to give him a second chance, willing to take a chance on him without having the character at rock bottom, and then building especially after all that PTSD and trauma. Like, there's chances are you are going to go that way. You know what I mean? And without being able to build yourself up out of it, he can't be the mentor character. He can't be the Qui-Gon Jinn or Obi-Wan Kenobi to this Anakin Skywalker.
But he's supposed to suppress his powers, and he's not suppressing his powers there. He's using them to ease the people's pains, and then the ghosts start finding him.
Yeah, but that's when you see later how much his powers can do. He's definitely suppressing them. If you just telling people little things like you forgot your watch, and the next thing you know, he's consuming the body of a 16-year-old. That sounded weirder than I wanted to do. It's one of those.
I didn't say it.
I mean, they're literally, they're literally consuming the body of a child.
They're consuming the soul, really.
Yeah,
but
when they killed that kid, that was horrible.
Dude, that was fucked up.
Javi turns to me and goes, "You're about to be triggered." And I was like, "What?"
Oh, that baseball kid.
Yeah,
that was
number 19.
That was rough, man.
Especially with the fact that they have to draw it out, make them scream, make them feel fear. It's like, fuck.
Dude, that was brutal.
And it was kind of like she looked at. She was like, I thought I had a few more minutes left, and just like goes in his face, and this was like, Jesus Christ.
God.
And then you're hoping you're done with it, and they're like, "Nah, let's go back and dig him up. Let's go show him his face." Oh, bro.
Don't they say though, like with animals, like if fear makes the meat better or tenderizes the meat or something? Isn't that a saying?
No, that makes it gamey. You don't want to do
makes
that.
It worse.
Yeah, it makes it worse.
Works inverse with
That's why you kill veal when it's nice and soft and it doesn't.
Oh my God, Raph, no more.
And what is number 19 if not human veal?
Really? No, but that scene was rough. That was very rough. And I didn't clip that because I was in the director's cut. It goes on more. Yeah, I clipped a scene from it, but I didn't. The rest of it, I was just like, this is hard to watch.
I didn't pick up on this until I saw it with you. He killed that baby.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was a battery.
He gave him a bag of Triscuits and told him to grow the fuck up. The baby did it's sink or swim, bitch. That's the way it goes.
So that baby died hungry and broke because he took the baby.
That scene was the battery drop moment for me with the baby, the corpse
in the bed.
in the bed, and the corpse of the lady goes, "They still haven't found us yet."
Yeah,
And
man.
then that baby turned over, and what do you say, "Mama" or something? I was like, "Fuck."
Yeah,
That was
so bad.
You know what that reminded me of? The scene from his first movie, the heroin movie with Train Spotting with the baby on the head, the baby on the ceiling.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Train Spotting.
Yeah.
Remember the baby on the ceiling on Train Spotting?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so fucked up.
Yep.
No, it was good. Ewan McGregor in this was good though. He doesn't do his usual straight man thing. He's actually a complicated character.
Yeah, he was gay.
Wait, and this? There wasn't a single.
Yeah, dude. Javi saw the other director's cut.
Yeah.
He turned down Rose the Hat's advances. I'm just saying.
Maybe get something there. Because who wouldn't be seduced by her? I'm sorry. I would have been like, you can get the kid. Fuck it.
Yeah,
let's
exactly.
go.
Yeah, take the bat, take the axe,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
I
You
got
you want
there.
my soul too?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Let me go turn off the boiler real quick. I got
Yeah.
stuff to take care of. We can live here. It's condemned.
Oh, what you got to
Say
shadow
sleep
me to
or
get
shine
my
or
soul?
steam. One
Do you
more
think
motherfucking time.
Do you think she actually would have went through with that though, or is that just a stupid ploy by a bad guy? Like, or do you think she meant it? Because I need to know.
Why did you send her a message or
I
something?
did. I sent her a private. I sent
My
the
dearest
answer.
Rose.
She's not responding.
Tag her in
Yeah,
this. Maybe she'll
yeah.
respond.
I do love the concept of eating the soul, the essence, and bottling it in small little mugs that you would get.
Those
in-
were cool, dude. I love
Yeah.
those containers,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That just
were
reminded me
dope.
of people boofing. that's all I could think about.
What's boofing?
It was just like, oh, all
You
this
fart in a
jankum.
container and let it out.
That's not what boofing is.
No, it's not. What is it? What's
You just
boofing?
leave it at that.
Wait,
you-
what
did
is
you-
what is boofing? It's not when you fart in a container and smell it later. 'Cause I boof all the time.
It's whenever you shoot ecstasy and coke up your ass.
Yeah.
What? What?
No. So you actually pee in a bottle and let it out in
That's
the sun?
jankum.
That's
You,
jankum.
you shit and piss in a fucking jar and then you
Boofing.
smell it again.
Way to consume drugs, usually methamphetamine, heroin, and cocaine by way of your ass.
Oh wow.
What did I say?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it. You got it right.
Should have listened to Jacob.
Yeah, man. You gotta
I've done a
boof.
lot of weird shit in the days, man. I'm about to be 40.
Well, maybe you should send Rose the Hat a message. She's not answering mine.
My dearest the Hat. It is Mr. the Hat.
Yeah,
Would
especially
you
if there's
together?
enough creepy guys offering to
Boofing,
boof with
sweet
her.
madam.
That's exactly like Fear and Loathing, though.
Would you
A
like to
little
boof
bit.
my tongue, Rose the Hat?
Oh my
Love
god.
it.
Did you guys notice how big her inside of her trailer was?
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
what it was, that was what was big.
Yeah.
They're boondocking.
It's like
Holy
fucking
shit.
loaded
Yeah.
weapon with
Yeah.
Emilio Estevez where they go on the fucking trailer and it's like a giant mansion inside of it. Like,
It was like the Flintstones house when on the
Yeah.
outside it's this thing you go inside. It's
Or Harry Potter house.
Like,
Yeah, I was
damn,
gonna
this
say
house
Harry
is
Potter, man.
huge.
When they go
Yeah.
into the tent,
Total
and it's
Harry Potter
giant.
house.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, guys, what else about the movie? Like, was there anything that specifically stuck out to you? Any scenes specifically that you want to talk about?
whenever
how
Rose
about-
the Hat was orbiting Earth and they did
Yeah.
the vertical shot as opposed to horizontal flying over Earth. I thought that
Yeah,
shit
beautiful.
was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
What was
The,
really
the
cool
only go ahead. Go ahead.
when
sir.
she flew into the town and like
Yeah.
you see like the lights and the buildings slow down
That
around
whole
her.
scene, yeah,
That whole
dude, that
scene's
whole
gorgeous.
scene.
That was very cool.
And when she gets knocked out, when the little
Yeah.
girl knocks her out and she is flipping and then hits her body and falls off the trailer.
Yeah.
That
Yep.
was
That
so
was badass.
cool.
And like
oh,
Brad
yeah,
said,
yeah.
Get
The
the
only
hands
thing I
stuck in the
did-
file
yeah.
cabinet.
The only thing I didn't like was Rose the Hat is such a huge presence in this movie. When she dies at the end, for me it loses steam, especially when Danny Torrance does the one eye is white and he's doing the Evil Dead thing and he's like, no, I'm evil, no, I'm not. That whole thing was like
Yeah.
I was like
Dragged
"Oh,
on a little bit.
yeah, it really did. Once Rose the Hat died, it should have been him
What was the
dying with
boner?
his
Mhm.
yeah. He should have died with the thing, and that was fine.
With the overlook, and if
With
he
the
would have done with the overlook, it would have killed off everything, and that would have been the
Yeah, that would've
end
been
of
good.
all the evil.
We didn't need him with the axe doing his
Right.
I'm half evil.
I'm
That
Jack.
was-
I'm
yeah,
Jack Torrance.
yeah, it was unnecessary. But for the most part, it's a really fantastic movie. And holy shit, the heartbeat the heartbeat through this whole movie. It really
Oh
gets
yeah,
you.
dude. It'll
Yep.
get you anxious.
The
Yep.
sound
Bro.
design, was killer.
When Billy puts the gun up to himself.
Oh,
Oh,
she goes,
that, dude,
kill
they did
yourself.
my boy Billy wrong in that movie, dude.
That was so wrong.
That
The
no,
one-
don't go.
Dude, he's like, oh, fuck, I have to.
Mhm.
It's
That
like,
was really good.
oh,
Doesn't
dude.
he die in every movie he's in though? Isn't that
No, man.
He
almost
lives in
killed
Training Day.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say he almost killed Ethan Hawke in Training Day, and then he lived.
Yeah. He
He
dies
died
in
in
Sunshine.
Sunshine.
Oh, they all died in
Yeah.
Sunshine.
And, well,
He died in
Um,
Virus.
Yeah, good point.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah, man.
the old man dying at the end, they all wait a second for him to go up to smoke, and then they all suck him up.
Yeah.
Cannibalism,
crazy.
man. That's
Yeah,
what
that
straight
and
cannibalism.
boy, they just go. It was like a
They go
what was
hard,
it
dude.
called? What did they call it again? It was called Steam.
Steam,
Yeah.
yeah, they gotta get that.
And I love
steam.
that. I love that line where they go, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's Netflix or cell phones, but Steam's
Yeah.
getting used now.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that was a cool line.
Yes.
Javi, didn't you say that guy played Lurch in the Addams Family? The old
Yeah, the grandfather
Yeah.
was
Oh,
Lurch
that
in the
makes
Adam
so
Family
much sense.
movies.
Yeah.
He was also the guy that got stabbed in the neck in MIB by Vincent D'Onofrio. You
And
see,
then
you're wrong about
they
one
were-
thing.
They revealed a tiny little alien was working them the whole time.
Yeah,
yeah.
Galaxies in Orion's belt.
Oh, I don't know.
It's built. Yeah, spoiler. Shit.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
been 30
you
years.
gave away the entirety of the movie.
Yeah.
Well, if you haven't seen it by now, it's
Damn.
your
And,
own
and
fault.
Yeah, dude.
Will Smith being at
Ugh.
the top of his popularity right now.
Yeah.
Dude, he
Man,
slapped
that
so
was-
many people in that movie.
I don't know, man. I want.
We should have seen it coming, man.
Yeah. The irony of that whole situation is Chris Rock has face blindness, so he couldn't even tell what he was doing when he walked up. I think that's hilarious.
Oh, he just put his hands behind his back
He's
and
like,
leaned into it.
Oh, here comes an aggressive figure. Let me just stick my jaw right in the air and see what happens.
Oh,
Jaw
that
out.
kind of hurt.
This one just had the shit out of me.
Like what?
Yeah, Rose is great. Danny
with
Torrance
them
is
hitters.
great. The girl is great. Everything's
So
great.
another thing, all those people dying, where the fuck were the cops, bro? Not one cop. All those gunshots, all those white people were
Where
dead.
was the yeah?
Oh.
Where was the family of the child that was walking home? Or why didn't nobody like raise awareness? Like, where's this kid or anything? Like,
Yeah.
Why didn't Danny call the police? But you know what? There's
He's
a
a
dead
bitch.
mother and dead baby.
nope, I'm just gonna go dig them up.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's what-
that is pretty fucked up that they never really go back to him abandoning that
Baby.
girl and her small child.
He killed two
dude,
people,
yeah.
yeah.
Obi-Wan was
killing-
a piece of shit, and that's
Because
why he
he's
had to
killing
redeem
people.
himself.
that-
Look at
Well,
the
my
Luke and Leia.
Padawan killed kids. Let me join in on the fun. Let me see what it's all about.
He's like, well, this is bad. I don't like this.
I also
And
found it
then,
really.
He goes to the bus station and he drops down $7. He's like, give me as far away as I can. $7 at a Greyhound. That's put you 10 miles down the road. Like you're
Pulls down
still
the
right
street.
there by the baby.
Like he's still, you can still see missing newspapers.
I was gonna say he
That's
could
so-
literally walk out his apartment door, walk to the next apartment, and get the baby out. That's how
You could hear the baby crying.
Yeah, it's like you're right there, bro.
But it was just like not my problem.
I gave
So
him some Chex Mix.
anybody else find it odd that he was in touch with that girl for 8 years? Like she was still 15, so he started talking to her.
He didn't know that though.
Yeah, I mean, wasn't he just
did.
writing on the
Yeah.
chalkboard?
No,
How do you know that she
That's
had to go to
weird.
school?
Yeah, bro, that's
The
weird.
first thing you ask on a chalkboard
Gotta
is ASL, age, sex, location. Everyone knows
And then
that.
Kids be on there
DTF.
lying, dude.
Like a Blackboard AOL.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
no.
And then he got like a shining Chris hand. It's like, what are you doing here?
I don't look, man. I'm just making sure nobody else would come over here and do anything wrong to her.
Sure. What did you see when he said this? I want to suck your steam. What does that mean? What does that mean, Danny?
Just feel that? Can y'all feel
Just
that?
being stupid, I guess.
Oh man. So yeah, I got a very pervy feeling of this movie.
Yeah.
I did like that one scene where she comes over and he is like, listen, people are gonna think that this is bad, and she's like, oh, you're just my Uncle
You're
Dan.
my uncle.
That makes it sound worse.
Okay, look. In the book, I had to look this up because I was wondering where her mom went in the movie at some point, and in the book, she is actually the half sister of Danny. Jack had an affair with Wendy, and they don't talk about it in the book, and so he actually is her uncle the entire
wow.
time. But
Shut
they
the
cut that
fuck
fucking
up.
part. Yeah, dude, for real.
That's weird. Which is why she has to shine.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's how they King explained it away in the book.
So
but-
Jack had a bout of jungle fever, had a kid out of wedlock. So that's Danny's little sister, Danny's little half sister. Then
Well, the mother was white. The
yeah,
husband
what are you
was
talking
black.
about?
Yeah.
wait,
Did you even watch the
you
same movie?
you said Jack Torrance had an affair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the mother was white. The father was black, and he had a
So
girl.
in the book, Abra is white.
Well, either way, the all that
So then
matters
that would
is
make Danny and Abra brother
they
and sister.
don't mention anything about the
Just like
husband
the
or father at all.
Skywalker.
That has nothing to do with anything. Everybody knows it's Ray Torrance,
Yeah.
Skywalker.
All right, guys. I think we talked it through. Anything else about it? You guys want to go down your list? What you
What was
got?
the hat was hot.
The movie would have
Hey.
made a lot more money if it was shorter.
Here's an idea. The first half of the movie, they should have called it the moon shining, huh? Because he was drunk all the time.
Yeah, that's what I put. He's a drunk Ghostbuster. When he started putting them in the box, he's a drunk Ghostbuster.
That's funny. That's funny.
I did like the walk box.
Scatman
Lock box is
Crothers
great.
going, hey, smell this box to a little kid on a
That was gross,
fucking
bro.
park. Like
A
what?
lot of weird
Well,
scenes
it-
between grown men
Smell
and little
that?
kids.
Yeah.
Well, that scene took place in Florida, so that's actually really normal.
it is. I will give you that.
Hello, young man. Smell this box.
He got the shining. He got the shining. Take this box.
You name your kid Abra, and then all of a sudden you got a player piano downstairs after you put her to bed. Like, what do you think is going to fucking happen? You name your kid Abra. Like, I mean, does her middle name Kadabra? What? Like, that's what Jessup
Abracadabra.
chose, and I get it, and I love it, and I thought the same goddamn thing. He stole money from a dead whore, and his spiritual guidance counselor didn't tell him, like, hey, maybe take care of the kid. It's just like, don't steal the money. You can leave. But look, the fuck,
He
you let the
left
kid
that part
there,
out.
he's fine. Yeah, he's just like, but you can't take the money, Danny.
Danny, don't take the money,
What?
but you might want to leave that kid a tough lesson on life.
Right.
Even
Well,
Scatman was like, fuck them kids, Danny.
I left him some goddamn Cheez-Its. He's gonna be okay.
He can get in
Coming
the
up.
cupboard if he tries. It's
Oh,
fine.
fucking no, dude.
He'll fight off
notes,
those apartment gators with that knife.
My notes are garbage. At all.
No, I was having fun. What you got, Raph?
Yeah, Snakebite. When she tells her, "Don't be afraid," or she looks so afraid. I was like, "Bitch, smile or something." And then because they made her one of them, I was like, "Are they trying to make an Ocean's 13 over here?"
I'd watch that movie.
Bro. I have this movie up there with like Glass. Like this movie could have Dr. X in it, and it would have worked. Like it really could have. But other than
Dr.
that,
X.
You mean Professor X?
Professor X, yeah, but it was Dr.
I mean, I guess he's a doctor also. Whatever.
Yeah. But no, I just put fucking Green Mile now when he started killing the people. And then when they were sucking the old, I mean, never mind. When they were
They were sucking off old people?
No. When they killed the boy and they were having that orgy, sucking his essence, they all got into it with each other. They started like rubbing each other and stuff.
Oh yeah,
like,
it was very
It's
sexual.
pretty sick witchcraft y'all had me watching there.
Yeah, thanks, Dan Danzy. We
Fucking
can go to
Dan.
Red Nebula Pictures right now and thank them ourselves if we want to.
So
I
yeah,
got-
and then
Real quick, are you wearing a Blondie shirt, Raph?
Oh yeah, always. It's one of my favorites.
Oh my god! Holy
Yeah,
shit!
fuck yeah, dude.
Right
That'd be
on,
hairy.
dude. I was like, I
That's
saw the
dope.
top of it. I was like, is that fucking Blondie? What? All right. What else did you have though?
Long live the flesh.
Oh no, yeah, I wrote Rosie. She has them hitters right when she was in the dock when they didn't let her go. She was wearing a see-through, and you could just see those things.
Wait, what scene? What scene was that?
Yeah,
She was
and
in the
what's-
dock.
What's the time code? Time
Yeah,
code.
you
You have the
No,
time
I didn't
code.
write that. I didn't time
Ah,
that
no,
one.
you always
I
time
didn't time
code.
that. And then I wrote Rosie with the hitters again, and then Rosie with the hitters again.
Yeah, you stopped paying attention to the movie and just got those hitters.
Okay. And then how did he know how to turn on the furnace? He was a kid when he was there.
I
I'm like,
agree with.
bro,
I thought the same thing. I was like, how did he? This is old equipment. Why does he know?
It
it?
is.
He used
But he
the
wasn't
force, bro.
orderly.
The
He used the
force.
force.
Listen, the fact that he walked up
Hi,
to
Lindsay.
that door. Hey, Lindsay. That
Lindsay.
he walked up to that door and just kind of knocked it open. That place would have been ransacked, 1,000 times with everyone stealing the copper out of it and stuff.
You got all those bones, bro.
Yeah.
There would have been hella squatters in there.
There were. They were wearing Shining outfits. Didn't you see that? Anything else, Rev?
I think that's it, bro. Oh, I really did like the aerial footage when they were going through there. That reminded me of the old Shining.
It's
That was
because it's
really fun.
exact footage from the old Shining.
Oh, was it? All right,
Oh.
awesome.
Repurposed, reused footage from the Shining.
That
Oh
was,
boys,
Yeah.
that was great.
What, you got a
Oh.
picture there, Javi? You want to share with the class?
I do, and it's not that. So this is gonna be good. Just a
All
moment.
Did
What a
you-
cup.
Wait, and Javi's gone.
All right, he's done.
Oh no, he wouldn't post.
Those
Why?
hitters-
Why you
those
gonna do
hitters
this
were
to-
too nice. Those hitters were
Those
too
hitters
nice.
were just too hitting.
Oh man.
They were
But that's it.
busting.
That's all I got.
All right,
Thank you guys
cool.
for having me.
All right. Anything else about the movie, you guys? Anything else anyone wants to talk about before we
Yeah,
recommend?
fucking Dan.
Yeah.
Fucking Danzy.
Get on that.
It was a good
Children of the
pick. It was a
corn
good
looking
pick.
motherfucker.
All right, let's go down and recommend it. Javi, do you recommend the movie?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm a better person than Danzy.
Oh shit! God damn.
Because I don't know what I recommend it. I'll actually follow through and watch it with you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, technically, you watched an hour and a half with me.
Shut up.
All right. I'm just-
Oh.
Before you're like, I gotta go because you saw that picture with her down by the beach or whatever. it was.
Yeah.
I posted. I got it a post.
I was Team Byres for a hot minute, but it was half hour and a half.
Yeah. got an
You
hour and a
watched
half
the 3-hour version. You ducked out halfway through.
I had to go back home.
Oh,
But to be fair,
where's
he-
that from?
Yeah.
I have no idea where that's from.
Yeah. To be
From his
fair,
fantasy.
No, look, I already
Wow.
posted it. Posted.
he
That's
willed it into
gorgeous.
existence. Let's see.
Jesus
what it's
Christ.
Dark, twisted fantasy.
Oh well, hey, why not? David, do you recommend the movie?
Yeah, I do, man. I think it's a great movie. I'm usually not a fan of elongated films, but I thought the director's cut was really good.
Yeah, it was awesome. Miles, do you recommend it?
I do, but I definitely think it's maybe a little bit on the long side. Even in its standard cut, I think they could have trimmed it a bit and it would have been better.
Right on. Jacob, do you recommend it?
If you're a fan of the first movie, for sure, it's a 2-part. You have to watch the first one to really kind of get a lot of what's going on in the second one.
Especially in the
And-
third act.
Rose the Hat,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, it runs on a little long. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, for the overall, I really enjoyed the movie. I think it's a really good sequel, and I think it's faithful to
Yes.
both adaptations.
Raph, do you recommend it?
Bro, I do recommend it. I did have mixed feelings for it. It was obviously too long, but it works both ways. I don't think you have to watch the first one. You could watch it not watching the first one, and it's pretty good. It'll get you. I enjoyed it. I do recommend it.
And I will agree with Raph. I feel like you could watch this independent of the first one and it still works. I think it's better. I think this one makes the first one a better movie somehow, and that's near impossible. It actually adds on in ways that makes it more interesting. And like I said, some of the stuff I didn't get in the original, I was like, oh, that makes sense now. And I like the idea of the powers, how they build slowly, but like the things he could have done as a kid, like he was repressing, because of his PTSD because of his fear of his father. You know what I mean? And I thought that was super interesting to kind of see that in action and see him finally break out of that chrysalis, become the butterfly and become the creature that he needs to be. And I thought that was cool. But awesome fucking movie. Totally cool. I really appreciate the pick. If the person who picked it was just here. No, I'm just kidding.
Can I just say, there's some dumbass chud that left that movie. Oh man, they ought to make a prequel to that. I want to know what happened to this.
That's funny.
That was.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just so you know, the next section of the podcast will be clips from the movie, so you can find replays of the live video stream at twitch.tv/We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com/We Are Podcast Network. Once again, all links can be found in the description. Come check out our live stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And for a full list of future films, check out our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that, back to the Horrorcast.
All right, let's watch the clips of the movie. If they work, they should. Here we go. Violet.
Oh, it's okay. Honey.
You're eating violets.
Violet, you turned violet.
Don't eat flowers. But you do.
Yeah, run, bitch. They're gonna get you.
Yeah, run, swim.
Special.
The current's better than these people. At least you get to go to heaven.
Did you guys get that this was going on right when Danny Torrance was getting ready to go up to the Overlook Hotel?
No.
No, I didn't piece that together.
I didn't put the timeline together.
There
no.
is a
Same.
theory that they were going to Florida to get Catman Carruthers and actually get him. And because he left at the same time and went to the Overlook, they went and got this little girl instead. I only know that because I watched the YouTube video earlier. So
Very
I thought that was
cool.
kinda cool.
What
Lockbox.
did the hat have to do anything with the movie?
I don't know what the hat was, and I was with
It added to her intrigue and her sexiness.
It added
like
texture to her character.
The
Question it.
hat, man.
It
the
was
hat,
she was
the hat.
peacocking hard. That is one of the first things you do according to the game is get yourself a nice hat that makes you stand out. So
Javi,
not a
find me the
fedora.
picture where she's just wearing that hat, and that's only.
Right.
hey, put it in that new thing where it'll create computer animated generated pictures and stuff like that.
No.
If it'll work.
Oh, that's
Lockbox.
hilarious.
I want you to know this box.
Smell my box.
Smell that box.
You got those good. You got
You
some
little-
good weed in there, bro.
You 10-year-old little boy, you smell my box.
That's that kush.
Dang.
I didn't. Did you guys realize that I didn't read the book, but Scatman Crothers' character was not killed in The Shining, and in his Dr. Sleep book, he's actually alive. But Mike Flanagan was able to make it work by having him come back to Ghost.
Oh, that's
Force
cool.
Ghost. Yeah,
That's cool.
Ryan Johnson sent me.
Wait, the black man was dead the whole time?
You didn't know that?
This is what I'm talking about.
Time out,
First
Raph.
one. You might want to just get the first one a glance. at
Remember
least.
when he got the axe and the
Oh, you've never seen The Shining,
Bro, no, I did. No, I remember when
okay.
he
Do you want
pulls
to
up,
get sued?
He drives all the way from Florida back there and then walks in and gets killed immediately. Bro, that's the worst.
Yeah, that is worse. That's
I'm
pretty
here to
awful.
save you.
It's like the black man
Yeah,
guy.
it's
that's the
Maggie
worst.
Simpson.
fuck that old bish. You know what? I didn't even care. I didn't even block off the titties.
Oh, there we go on Twitch.
Yeah, I like how this kid walked in and like, you're fucked now, lady.
They're like 90-year-old
Oh,
titties.
yeah.
Like it's whatever.
I don't think
I'm gonna-
Twitch discriminates, bro.
He
You're
jerks
gonna
off on her
clap those
first
leprosy cheeks, bro.
and then puts her in a box.
Money.
Doc, you can do that much.
She took
Fuck
mine.
that baby.
She probably bought the coke with it.
It's all of a Scatman.
That you
I have the
helped
high ground.
do.
No, Doc.
You snorted.
Put things
Yeah.
from
He
the
was just
overlook
mad he
boxes
wasn't good
back.
coke.
Not
Yeah.
that.
He tried to put Scatman in that box,
He
man.
tried to put stop talking to me about this money.
You know what happened? He boofed that whore, and that's how she died.
Sleep.
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 So I just got the.
This is a good scene.
Like a
This is just good.
It's a movie within a movie.
Yeah.
While
They're all
watching a
wearing
movie.
fucking hats.
Casablanca. Magic.
Has anyone seen my spoons?
Oh, he's got the hat. She's a magician. That's what it is. She must have been a magician at some point.
Nah, bro.
I like how
Magic
dismissive
Mike.
he was when the kid goes, "I can do that." He's like, "Yeah, great kid, shut the fuck up."
Whatever. Yeah,
great,
get out of here. I'll be the magician.
Yeah.
Come back to me in 4 years when you're older.
Look, I've seen Mike Squires do it for years.
Yeah.
Just get out of here. I get it. I know what I'm just playing. I love Mike Squires.
Can we get this fucking kid out of here?
I love Mike. He would never ever do that.
But it'd be funny if he did.
I do like that they
Would.
borrowed
I
from
like
the
the
film, like,
idea of it.
that scene.
I'm sorry, Miles. I didn't mean to talk over. What was
No,
that?
that was me. My bad, dude.
The rabbit and the hat. So there's the rabbit stuffed animal. There's got to be some connection to that hat, magic or something. Anyhow, Steam.
Her name's Violet. There's not much of her left.
Oh yeah, I think you put it together. At the end, they used the stuffed rabbit, which would usually come out of the hat as the trick to trick her. You're
Well,
right.
it's a dead rabbit.
Parlor
Call back to
tricks.
Gangs of New York.
But look at him.
How long do those
Ooh.
canisters last? Because like that seemed like Violet had been around for a while. At that
Yeah,
point,
years and years.
They just
Yeah.
take it's like when you have a 20 bag and you just take little key bumps.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, and she had like 20 canisters stored up. She could have saved her entire.
Her grandfather, she didn't
group.
want to.
She like took
Shit.
all of them at once at the very end. And
All
it's
you got to
like,
do is sacrifice one of them. They made a shit
yeah,
ton of steam.
you could have
whenever they
saved
came out.
Grandpa Flick. You could have saved Crow.
Yeah, would have been fine. Dead. Oh, here it is.
What up? You let me die.
Nah, but
See him
here's
pan
when
down.
when the baby came out, I was like, "This is the Sixth Sense. Is he dead?
Dead.
Is Obi-Wan dead?"
This is so creepy. Oh, it don't even work.
The
Battery fucking dropped.
Yeah, that was great.
Doctor Sleep.
the fly landing on her eyeball also, like while she's just
Pretty gnarly,
dead ass
dude.
staring at you. Like, yeah.
About these house calls. What a visit from
Look at that
Go to
cat.
sleep really is.
Pure evil.
Unnecessary evil.
I love the eyes glowing, man.
Yeah, it's creepy and efficient. Horrible. And they're loving it too, like the murder.
It's like a high.
It is.
I mean,
Well,
they're
yeah.
like vampires, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's that same
Yeah,
type of thing.
pretty much. Yeah.
Even when they die.
Yeah, they get
Right.
bladed.
Yeah,
Like I said.
they're just like, "Ugh."
This is the scene David was talking
That's
about
a great
earlier. That was
connection.
really good. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's like my hand.
Bro, this movie was great. That was
Yeah.
awesome right there.
And I mean, in all seriousness, that little girl fucking did a great
she
job
killed
of
it.
acting.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
She killed it.
She did
But
really, really
whenever
good.
she's in the back seat and she's being possessed by Ewan McGregor, but the line that stuck out to me was, "I'm the guy that killed your friends."
Yes.
I was like,
Oh
yeah,
my
dude,
God,
that's
that's so
really
good.
fucking good.
By the way,
It's like
can
some
you just-
action hero shit.
This,
honestly.
I'm
Yeah.
Ducky.
Yeah.
I'm glad you just leave this screen on here.
Just leave that. That's a great pause.
Did anyone
Yeah.
notice that her Irish accent kept coming and going during the?
Yeah.
This is Leah
Yeah.
Nick's
Oh,
kid
yeah.
hard.
I was
Did
like,
I
is
care?
Yeah, I was like, what is the accent?
Did I turn it up? Of course.
The Shining.
When I was a kid, I didn't understand The Shining. I called it Tony. I thought he was my imaginary friend.
I thought
So
you were
here-
imaginary.
When
I
she
don't know
tells
who
him,
Tony really is.
when she tells him that you really are my uncle, she like really does it like, no, you really are my uncle. And I felt like, does she know something that he doesn't? And then you
Apparently that
mentioned
was
that
true
he-
in the book that they were
Yeah, I felt
actually yeah.
Yeah, that's what
pretty
Jake
good.
said. Yeah.
Friend
I didn't say
for a
that.
long time.
Still
Who said it?
creepy.
Who said they were related in the book?
You did.
No,
Me?
it wasn't me.
That was Jessup. wasn't
Jessup
it?
said it.
Guys,
Play-
guys,
play the
yeah,
tape back.
Yeah, it was
It wasn't-
100%
It
Jessup.
wasn't me, but what this is proof that we are living in a simulation. There was a glitch.
Oh my
Somebody
god!
said it.
Who the fuck said it? Miles, was it you? Who said
No,
it?
I did not. Until, I mean, just a
Fuck,
moment ago.
this actually freaking me out. If you guys are playing a joke right now, please end it right now. I want to have a fucking panic.
This is like those videos you see where they put a blanket over a kid and then they pull up and they pretend he's invisible. Hey guys, let's suck with Javi and pretend like this conversation never happened.
You were hearing it. I thought it was Javi that said it.
It was Javi.
Was it Javi?
Yeah, he said he was looking up facts on Wikipedia, and he was like, I saw that. In the
Okay, yes, they are related. Abra's mother is Danny's half sister.
Already,
right? Yeah, you said that earlier. That's crazy.
But somebody said it, and I had to expound on it just to clarify. I don't know who the fuck said it, but whoever
it was
you are,
you.
just know I'm coming for you.
It was
you.
I'm coming on
yourself tonight. Huh?
Yeah,
you probably were coming on yourself tonight.
I didn't say it. Somebody mentioned it, and I expounded on it.
Let's just review the tape.
We're gonna review this fucking tape and duck. So help me God, if you delete this cast after it's over, I'm coming to Carrollton. I'm kicking down that door and I'm rewinding it myself.
All right, so back to the scene.
Yeah, this is it. I'm so glad I came back.
Astral projection. Ass.
Whew, I'm sweating.
Yeah, this shit's dope.
This is how cerebral should have been filmed.
Right there.
That, yeah, dude.
Great shots. They had great shots.
I love slowing down into the.
I love deep.
All right, take it easy, QT.
It's a trap.
That's my favorite scene.
Yeah, you missed the title.
Why does she have a wig
You missed
on?
the title. The
Because
title
of
should
her
have been
action figure, dude.
degloved.
Do you know next to her bed is an anime character that has hair like that.
Oh,
and so she's like being a superhero.
It's a dream. Yeah.
I couldn't figure it out.
Back. And you did.
Why doesn't she have eyes?
Good.
She's fucking with her.
It's a dream, bro. Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger.
Oh,
bitch.
that's so good.
I love that.
You gonna touch my magical Rolodexes? Not in my dream, bitch.
Cycling. Oh, that scared me.
Orion's belt.
Yeah.
All right, steam orgy.
Going back to her going into her brain, I still don't know what she got out of her brain.
Oh, they never go into it. I don't think they never.
Yeah, they never did.
Yeah. Uncle Dan.
Your Uncle Dan?
Kick your ass, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Chris Hansen? Chris Hansen's coming out.
Kick your ass before I call the police, huh? No, Abra.
Don't worry, no one calls the police in this movie, okay? No one calls the police.
Oh, until he
my
dies.
friend with me.
When he dies, the police is the first thing they call.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy now.
Oh, so that's another thing I had. She could have showed him anything. She could have talked to him in his head. She shows him the worst fucking thing the little boy did.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She showed him a picture of Goatsy.
Just friends. And they want to take you.
Here's the backlogs from Gore Gallery. Rotten.com as your service.
Lemon party.
Show him, and the scene cuts them on a computer.
The way they talked you up, I was thinking you'd be a little harder than that. The fuck?
It's a rabbit.
Sleep again.
Sleep. Sleep.
That is a bitch right there.
Fucking men.
So he says this, right? I have the exact same gum. It's a Marlin 30-30 lever action, and whenever you put the bullet in, he might have gotten a bullet in, but before he did that, he realized he was out of fucking ammo. He goes to put the bullet in, and he might have gotten it in. It shows him reaching behind his back to like maybe get another one, or he didn't get it in. But even if he did get it in, she racked the fucking round and would have shot the shot right out. And she's like, fucking men. It's like, really?
Yeah, like,
really?
And feminism took 3 steps back that day.
Stay back,
The
Billy.
funny part is she knew that, but it was in the script.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Billy!
Damn, Billy got it.
She
Damn,
fought
bro.
to change it.
That was a battery drop for me right there. Just fucking shot himself. Billy,
Yeah,
they did you wrong.
Yeah, dude.
Billy got did dirty.
Seatbelt.
Well, it's just arrogance.
Okay, never mind. This is my favorite scene.
But it makes sense if you think you're gonna live forever. Stands to reason. Of course you wouldn't wear your seatbelt.
Damn. What?
Yeah.
So fucking badass.
Slam.
To the moon.
Oh, the way she watches him, like she
Yeah.
enjoys. She,
And the cold, I hope that hurts. That's like Javi playing Dead by Daylight, dude.
yeah.
Oh, bro, it's terrible. I'm actually like that.
Get scorched earth.
I'm such a toxic piece of shit on TV.
Jack
Glad you
attack.
admit it.
Slow night, Mr. Torrance.
I never denied it.
You're a whiskey man, are you not?
I was.
Born and bred.
Dude, when I saw this in the theater, because I didn't know anything about who was going to play who. I didn't know if they're going to do de-aging or what. But when I finally saw the reveal, the profile of Jack Torrance, I wanted to slow clap because I was like, that's fucking perfect.
Yeah, they did really good.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, I don't think Jack Nicholson would come back for any movie. He's busy on the beach.
They
eating
offered him
Subway
a
sandwiches.
cameo in this, and he said,
I smelled one once. It
He's
smelled like
retired.
something on
He's
fire.
staying retired.
Good for him.
I mean, honestly, what would he do in this
I'm afraid
movie?
you've confused me with someone else.
and
Nah.
they
Fuck it up.
Confuse audiences.
They considered de-aging him. They considered doing the CGI thing, and they decided pretty quickly they weren't going to do it.
Did they watch The Irishman and go, yeah, we probably shouldn't do that?
God, that was so bad.
They're
I
getting
apologize,
close.
Mr. Torrance.
They're not there yet.
I don't know where everyone is, but
Marvel has it down in most cases.
Yeah.
so tell me, bub. Are you gonna take your medicine?
There you go. There's the Jack.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Oh,
He's like, I am not your father. Or Luke, I am your father.
Yeah,
I fucked that one up.
that's all the force, man. I'm telling you.
That's like,
Oh, the scene in the bathroom was really good too.
That's
That
the
was-
director's cut. That wasn't in the
Oh, really? Oh man, that was awesome.
bloody
Yeah.
elevator.
So the thing that I don't get about the director's cut, the bathroom scene, because I fucking bought it on Amazon because
So
it
did
came
I.
with bonus features. Yeah,
Yep,
it's $10.
yep.
Like, why
Yep,
not?
It was worth it, dude.
So, yeah, but the bathroom scene. So it was a different caretaker in the bathroom cleaning up Jack after he had a conversation with a different bartender. So
Yes.
I don't why is he playing both characters now?
Because
in
the
this
other
scene.
the other guys had retired, and he had to take two roles. So that's,
You fucking asshole.
well, see, I bought the $15 version on Hulu Plus. They explained it at the end.
I love it though. She's like clockwork. This thing just happens every 30 minutes.
Oh, this again?
Yeah. Intriguing, yes. I love the bloody elevator.
probably getting off on it.
I haven't had one of those since the 20s.
Look at the chandeliers. The chandeliers look like bear traps. What the fuck?
Nice.
Ugh.
Well, if you watch Room 237,
Oh shit.
They have a bad case of ceiling bears.
Is that the documentary where they talk about it being like NASA and he works for NASA?
dude,
Oh,
what it is
yeah.
is it's everything. So basically, every 10 minutes, there's a different conspiracy theory. And if you watch it, you end up being like, oh shit, yeah, they did fake the moon landing. Like it's
That's what they
done.
want you to do. It's like, oh, it was all
They-
about Indian genocide.
Yeah, and then you're like,
like-
oh, totally. Then the next one's like, no, it's about the Holocaust. You're like, well, yeah, of course it is. Next one's like, no, they faked the moon landing. Well, fuck yeah.
Of course they did.
The
Every
Holocaust happened on the moon.
Yeah. And that you get done watching it, and you're like, no, it was just a fucking movie. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Miles said the Holocaust happened in the moon.
That's pretty good.
Throw it on a t-shirt. See you later.
I mean, you guys do know that Nazis are on the moon right now, though, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
Just wanna make
Hedge
sure.
labyrinth.
Oh, I did notice that they didn't have them breathing smoke. Like one of the big knocks in The Shining was they're in that freezing cold and no one is breathing air out of their mouth.
Yeah,
and they don't do this here either.
Consistent.
Yeah, they kept it consistent. Yep.
No frost.
They're keeping the steam in them.
Yeah.
Let go of that steam, baby.
They'll have the shine.
Battle on.
So we're doing
This
this.
is a battle act. Battle act.
Damn.
That was awesome too. Like, bro, you just hit her.
High ground don't mean fuck to the hat.
I don't want her to win.
Oh yeah.
Take a page out of that book, Vader.
She didn't lose a hand, almost lost her arm.
He did have the high ground.
Wrong movie there, Obi.
Yeah, that's funny. He did have the high ground. Oh, he looks just like him there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Let's do that again.
Oh my god.
Yes, please. I really enjoyed when she was stuck in
Dude,
it.
look at that.
Yeah, that's
God, that's so
Hey,
good,
boy.
man.
Dancy boy.
I mean, I would pay good money.
What
to
a
have
way
her
to
do that.
die. Oh my god.
What's in the box? Had to do it.
Smell my box, Rose.
Something special, huh?
They're not special. They're starving.
Slam, bitch.
That was pretty cool. I was like, all right, they brought it back. They got me.
I like how they get under her flesh and in
Yeah.
her face.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Come on, where's the
sucking her up.
bear? We need the bear.
They needed the bear with the blowjob bear.
Yep.
Blowjob bear.
Oh, no, never mind. She's not hot anymore.
Oh, look, there's the hat.
That's
Is that what you thought? She wasn't hot anymore?
When she died? Of
No,
course.
I thought she was attainable at that point. All right. Here's
So you
Danny.
saw her like on the verge of, I think I'm gonna have a shot.
Oh, damn. dog.
A shot.
Yeah, this was
Here's
dumb.
Danny.
You've been very, very bad.
Vomit.
You're a mask.
Yeah, so what? Is he possessed here with his dad?
He says
he's
she's
half
no, he's
possessed.
possessed by the hotel, the ghosts
Yeah.
and the creatures of the hotel.
Face.
But the hotel... Oh, fuck. I don't know.
You really need to watch The Shining sometime, dude.
I
It's a
did
good
see it.
movie.
I enjoyed I did.
It's a good
You
movie.
just don't want to watch it again. Just say you don't want to watch it again.
I
You
just
did
watched that
just-
Simpsons episode again.
I was gonna say you watched the fucking
No
TV version.
no beer, make Homer something.
Yeah.
something.
They edited
Don't
all the
mind
good,
if I-
all the good parts out.
Burn, baby, burn.
Don't mind if I do.
What people can't see on
That's
the
a
audio.
cool shot, dude.
What you can't see on the audio version is Raph's entire place is just full of pot smoke right now. So
Oh,
he
is
said,
it?
"Don't mind if I do."
No, dude,
That's what
he's just steaming.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
man, I gotta get some
Shining
of
is way up, bro. I gotta.
That
Oh,
was
Shining
good.
is hard.
That was good.
I'm trying to get Rose over here.
Yeah. All right, let's do recommendations. The first one's going to be the 1997 version of The Shining. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. I don't really recommend it.
Isn't this the one that Stephen King loved?
Yes.
Yeah, he likes it
loves
better than Kubrick's.
Yeah. And I watched
Isn't it supposed
They
to
just
be
hated
awful?
each other though. Oh yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, I literally
It's not
watched.
good at all.
I watched some scenes from it today. It's bad. It's really bad. But
It feels a lot more like the rest of the Stephen King movies in that like it is
It
poorly
sucks.
acted and it's bad, but it's still somehow like enjoyable if you're into horror, I think.
it's
If you're into coke,
It's The Shining a la Pet Cemetery. Like it's the acting's
or
kinda
the
bad,
Langoliers, even
Yeah.
like that level of bad.
It's made
but
for TV. Stephen King.
enjoyable, man.
Yeah.
Like I still, when I was a kid, I'd sit down and watch those commercials and all.
It's full of funky characters saying weird shit. Good, Jake.
I mean, the first the miniseries.
Yeah,
I mean,
I like that.
Yeah. I can get behind that, but after watching The Shining so many times before this thing came out, and it's like,
I never saw it.
so
I had
turned
zero
off.
interest in seeing it.
I had never saw this one as a kid, but all the other ones I listed, I think, stand in the same like amount of bad, but still watchable. I don't know.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, and the actual recommendation will be just The Shining. Come on, you got to watch it. If you enjoyed this in any way, shape, or form, just go watch the original.
You should have.
How about anything by Stanley Kubrick? Watch that.
Yeah, except for Eyes Wide Shut. Maybe skip Eyes Shut. I don't know.
No,
That's not that bad. It's really good. Yeah.
There it is. All right, you guys have any recommendations?
If you're into that kind of thing.
Anything by
Eyes Wide Shut. I want to recommend
I'm
Eyes
into
Wide
cult
Shut.
shit.
Anything by Mike Flanagan.
Javi, are you jerking off?
No, I'm
Again?
thinking.
Not yet.
Yeah. I'm just thinking.
I mean, it doesn't help that I really do have. I have my pants my pants leg right now, and I'm moving my leg on the bottom. So
Yeah, it looked like you were jerking. All I saw from the side was
He loves jerking off with people on the other end of the line.
That's the only way.
Voyeur.
Self-cuckold. Does anyone have any recommendations?
Yeah,
Jake?
I'll throw
All right,
one
good.
out.
Good, Miles. What you got?
This is one that I just thought of while I was throwing out all those other Stephen King movies that I have not seen since I was a kid. Maybe this is one we need to review because it might be terrible, but I'm going to go with the Tommy Knockers, which was a made for TV movie. It has that same bad Stephen King movie energy from my memories of it, but I just, it's another lesser known King movie work to explore.
I would like to jump in. We're going to do Stephen King movies. I think it's one of his best 80s movies because he had a lot of bad 80s movies, but directed by David Cronenberg, The Dead Zone.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Christopher Walken.
That's with Christopher Walken. Yeah.
Love
that
that
one's
Those are some of the
so
greatest
different
skits on
from the book,
SNL
though.
whenever he hosted.
Like that one's even more different from the book than The Shining was. Like they go like a completely different direction with that.
I am down.
Since
you got one?
Since we're going to Stephen King, I want to go with Stand By Me.
Good pick.
The Running Man.
Oh, I
Also
love
great
that movie
pick.
and that movie.
Great fucking pick.
Richard
Running
Bachman.
Man.
I'm sorry.
Oh, did you guys? Speaking of Stand By Me, River Phoenix died at the what was it
Viper
called?
Club.
Did you know who co-owned the Viper Club?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
He was
I
there.
didn't know that.
Yeah. That's
Crazy,
fucking
man.
wild, man.
Yep. Raph, you got a pick? You got a Stephen King that you love?
No, I can't think of one off of the top of my head. But we were talking about Flatliners. I do recommend that one because it looks really interesting. And if I could just talk about this real quick, there's a Blue Mountain State. Did you ever watch that?
That's a good. I fucking love that show.
Such a good
All right,
show.
Yeah.
So one of the comics last night talked about an episode there where they were having heat stroke and they were shoving icicles up their ass.
Yeah.
Higher, and it reminded me of Flatliners. I couldn't stop thinking about it because they're pushing the edge on Flatliners. If you haven't seen it, it's about a couple of doctor son who, they put themselves to death and then they try to bring themselves back. It's pretty intense, but yeah,
We might watch that soon.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Might watch that soon. All right,
Joel
well,
Schumacher.
with that said, Raph, Tom, where they can find you on the internet?
RFLSON on YouTube, and I was just joking. I love you, Hope. I don't want Rose over here. Those were just jokes.
What?
Wait, what happened?
Oh my God. Why
Those were
would you
just
say
jokes.
those things,
Yeah.
Raph? Jesus.
Jesus.
I didn't
man.
even hear what the fuck he said. Did he,
Yeah,
did he say something bad?
No, I didn't hear you say
I
anything
thought you were
bad.
being sweet.
Is it
I thought
because you were wanting
He
Rose
just
the hat?
blacked out for a minute and thought maybe he said something
yeah.
offensive.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
you did good.
All you said was about those sweater knockers or whatever. Tommy
Yeah,
knockers,
yeah,
sweater
yeah,
knockers.
yeah.
What'd you say?
Look, I'd like to see
He
those
did that.
Tommy knockers.
Tommy knockers knocking at my door.
Why do I get the feeling Raph is going to show up to host with, "Hey, I have a hat for you"?
Hope
Can
the
you talk
hat.
with an Irish accent?
I'll
But
go with an
only
Irish
occasionally.
accent and call me the Crow.
I hope if you're watching, I don't know if you are. We're just
He's
making all this up as we go along.
We hope you're watching, Hope.
Yeah.
Javi, where can they find you on the internet?
You can find me at Javi Bear Studios on TikTok and the same name on Instagram.
Oh, the same name where?
On Instagram.
Oh, I thought you said somewhere else.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. David, where can they
Instagram and
find you on the
TikTok.
internet?
You can check out my horrific stop motion shorts on Stop Motion Nightmares on Facebook, and you can check out my Kit Bash art on Children of Dave on Instagram.
Fuck yeah. Miles, where can they find you on the internet?
Probably after this, Googling Rose the Hat, like cosplay is where you'll find me on the internet.
All mouse computers gonna be like Rule 34, Rose the Hat.
No, dude, I am Mr. Most Days Off pretty much everywhere online, and you can check out my Simpsons podcast, the Best Darn Diddly Review Show. We just hit like episode 300, so there's
Hell
a few of them
yeah.
out there. That's at Best Darn Diddly.
Fuck yeah. And you can find us at wearepodcast.podbean.com, where you can find all the podcasts. Check out our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at /wearepodcast. And you can find us every Monday here for Camp Slash Horrorcast. We talk horror movies from the past at 8 p.m. Central or sometime around that time. Next week will be Return to Oz, which is my pick, and it is scary and I love it.
Thank God I'm working.
With that said, you say thank God I'm working?
Yes.
You like that movie?
That movie freaks me the fuck
gives them
out.
nightmares.
That's why we're doing it for the Horrorcast, dude. It's so fucking good. All right, with that said, keep horror in your heart. Keep it in your heart.
Keep it in your heart, you
We'll
animals.
hopefully see you next week. Thank you so much. And
Goodbye.
I'm gonna go look up Rose the Hat pictures too.
Thanks everybody checking us out.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And there it is. Thank you again so much for checking out the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And since this is Camp Slash Horrorcast, if you want to check us out live, we will be on Twitch and YouTube every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can find us at twitch.tv /We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com /We Are Podcast Network. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Air, where we talk movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. That's me, that's Jake, and that's Javi. We're breaking down that pop culture, and we're having so much fun. And don't forget to check out We Are Bagu, a video game podcast, where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. That's me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood breaking down all that video game lore, heroes, Gyros, dungeons, and distractions side quests. Me and the boys were playing some D&D. You can start that one from Season 1, Episode 1. It's a blast the whole way through. And I hate being sober. Personal stories from epic people. I sit down with some of my favorite people of all time. We talk about their trials, their tribulations, and their journey this far. Also, check the links in the description for our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast Network. With that said, hopefully we see you in the live stream.